Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with part 1 of the Meloetta suspect test. Meloetta is currently being suspect tested in the NU tier. You got Reuniclus being suspect tested in the RU tier. You got Sock being banned from PU. You got Manaphy being quick banned from UU. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I really don't think UU is going to finalize before Ultra Sun and Moon comes out, and that's like my honest opinion. I feel like a lot of these lower tiers are just going to be, well, maybe NU will, because NU will just ban a lot. Since NU is finally out of beta, and PU has moved into beta, which is pretty cool. But in any case, this team was given to me by Rice. I want to give a shout out to Cody Bishop. He suggested in the comments that I use Specs Meloetta, and you know, Rice actually made a team with it, so I'll use it. It looks fun. I got Choice Band Basculing with adaptability. I love using this little piranha over here. We got Ghostium Z, Miss Magius. This had EVs before. We have Stealth Rock Camerupt. It's just the straight up offensive team. We hit him on top to take hits. We don't got no special walls, but that's fine. We don't need nothing, man. This is offense, and we're on the bottom of the NU ladder anyway. This is my first time laddering for the NU suspect test, so you can leave me your thoughts on Meloetta down below. I'll actually link the NU thread as well if you guys want to read up on that. And hopefully, what I really wanted to do today was record with Fabio, you know, Mega Ampharos. Record with like Megaladios and Megaladios and Mega Altaria, those mons being revealed, but they're not allowed on Showdown just yet. But when they are, I'm definitely getting a recording in with them. So let's just look for our first NU battle. Hopefully we can use Meloetta on this ladder. If I'm not mistaken, we can. It's funny because I have to play around a Meloetta as well. Thankfully, unless it's Scarf. Like, Scarf isn't the biggest threat, because if it locks itself in the Psychic, I have my own Meloetta to resist, and the majority of my team takes a hit anyway from Scarf specs. It's just a threat that just kills me when it comes in. But I heard that Scarf Moxie Pinsir is really good in NU, and this is from a reliable source. His name is Thunderblower777. So, I'm excited to use that mon, as I have not used that this generation. So we got a game, and he does have a water resist, which is Whimsicott, but is not the best water resist, and thank God he doesn't have a Meloetta of his own. Speaking of Meloetta, I'm actually just going to lead off with it. I feel like Braviary, well, Braviary is actually a giant threat versus me. Jesus Christ. Braviary is ridiculous versus me. Yeah, I have a switch into Rhydon, but I don't have a switch into Braviary. And knowing that, I want to lead off with Camerupt, because Camerupt can take one hit, get up rocks, which will very well pressure Braviary, and hopefully get my Basculine to do some work and Meloetta to do some work in the late game. So I would expect Braviary if it's Scarf with U-turn. Leads Whimsicott, probably the best lead possible for me, because actually, yeah, we're going to Will-O-Wisp right here. Nothing wants to come in on this. Will-O-Wisping is definitely better than rocks, and if I get Rhydon upon switching, nice. I don't gotta worry about that threat. And we land Will-O-Wisp as well, so we got a giant threat in Rhydon burnt immediately. This is also a Stealth Rocker. I could see us trading rocks right here. Because of Solid Rock, excuse me, and the fact that he's burnt, I'm gonna attempt to get up my Stealth Rock right now. Nice. And rocks are gonna be there for the entirety of the game. He does have Hitmonlee, which can obviously spin, but my spinner can beat Hitmonlee. Hopefully he doesn't double out into, well, even if he doubles out into Braviary, I'm not slower. Crap. So either he went for Roar, or he switched out as well, and it's like min speed, but yeah, he's just min speed. I think that was a speed. I'm pretty sure that's a speed tie. Pretty sure we're both like around that speed. So what I can do is just afford to rapid spin. They don't typically pack Toxic on Rhydon, so I can spin on the incoming Whimsicott, which isn't too bad. This allows my Pinsir, my Meloetta to want to come in later. Speaking of Meloetta, I think I just want to go directly into it. Like, outside of U-turn, it eats every hit, and U-turn isn't going to do too much. And because Rhydon is already burnt, it's on a timer, and Stealth Rock are up. Now, it doesn't matter what he goes out into now. I'm going to click Hyper Voice, unless it's Braviary. Unless it's Braviary, I'm not clicking Hyper Voice. But everything else, I'll click Hyper Voice versus even Rhydon, because with the burn and the fact that Stealth Rock are up, it's going to be pressured. That might be Z, Memento, Whimsicott. That's something I want to keep in mind. But it could be Pixie Plate as well. But like I said, that is something I want to keep in mind. I think because he's at 70%, and even though he does have a Violet, he doesn't have, obviously, Rhyperior's ability. If this thing got Rhyperior's ability, Solid Rock, that'd be amazing. But we're just going to click Focus Blast here. As we do connect, and we get rid of Rhydon, we don't got to worry about spinning, excuse me. And Specs Meloetta gets its first kill of the live. Nice. I love when I use a mon, and this is the reason I use this mon, and the mon actually does something. That's the best part about a Showdown live. I mean, I love Pokemon. The fact when, oof. And when you land Focus Blast too, I feel like Focus Blast misses a lot, but when it hits, ooh, it's good. What's wrong with me? Anyway, so even though this could be Z Memento still, I'm just happy that it Rhydon's dead because he can't bring that back. We can go Camera Up tier. Camera Up doesn't have the best switch-ins, so maybe switching directly into it isn't the best idea, but I figured Moonblast would come out. It doesn't get a special attack drop, which means I can just click the max special attack Fire Blast. I live 1 Giga Drain if he wants to go for that. I definitely live this Moonblast, and we do connect on Whimsicott, so great. That's a faster threat, something that can have Memento, something that can have Stun Spore with Prankster. It is gone. Obviously, Braviary is a big threat, but this mon is still good versus him. Wow, Miss Maggie's a Thunderbolt. I didn't realize that. That's really good. So I don't want to switch out because of this particular reason. I could see him subbing again or Brave Birding. Actually, if he wants to sub again, I'm going to go directly into Meloetta. No, he'd Roost first. Yeah, he'd Roost first and then sub. So we're going to go for Fire Blast right here. And ideally, he goes for sub, trying to get me to miss. And then I can go out to Meloetta and hit it with the... Because he's definitely not going to Brave Bird because I'm getting more HP. He's going to sub, if anything. Yep, and then Hyper Voice does go through sub. And Meloetta should be able to get another kill. This could be soundproof Mr. Mime, but if he switches out... I mean, Braviary dies to Thunderbolt now, so let's see. Nice. So Specs Meloetta picking up another kill. Go ahead and give me that. Nice. Meloetta put it in work. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, that was sub bulk up most likely. So Meloetta putting in the work that first game. Nice. Let me go ahead and get another one. I really want to use Basculin though. Like that mon's so fun. And of course he has the Meloetta killer in Spiritomb. So every single time I bring a Meloetta, I'm probably just gonna go for U-turn because of this mon. This is a really good team. I would use this in like any open or whatnot. This is actually a very solid team. And the fact that I don't have to switch into Rotom is really, really scary for me. Miss Maggie's puts in work. Yeah, Rotom is a giant threat. Jesus. So because I do have switch-ins to Steelix, or switch-in, and I don't have switch-ins to Rotom, I'm going to lead off with Pinsir, because if he leads off with Rotom, like unless it's Scarf, this is better for me. He leads off with Slowbro, which is more than likely going to go for Scalds. We're going to make the Meloetta play because it deals with a double and Steelix anyway, because I can U-turn out of there into my Hitmontop and potentially Toxic something, though he does have Golbat as well. So this will be an annoying game. I can tell. This is just going to be an annoying as hell game. But we'll U-turn here as he goes Spiritomb. Nice. So that gives me some... I don't know if I want rock. Yeah, I definitely want rocks at first. I was thinking about Will-O-Wisping, but if I burn Slowbro, it's worse for me than Toxicing it with my Hitmontop. So this could be Choice Band, but this does give me rocks up now, which breaks 30. If he wants to go Golbat, I will 100% Will-O-Wisp you. You are a threat. You stop my Pinsir from doing some work, and burning you means your Brave Bird is weaker for my Miss Magius. So we land the Will-O-Wisp, thankfully, and that's gonna Meloetta's gonna appreciate that. Let's get up our Stealth Rock here as he does a U-turn. Nice. So Defog, U-turn, Roost, and either Brave Bird or Super Fang. Maybe he can't touch me. But either way, get up our nice young rocks one more time. This monster comes out. This beast. Scald is a problem. I wonder how much I do. I really wonder how much I do with this Earth Power. Like, granted, I need this Pokemon, but I don't want him doubling. Oh, this is amazing. Nice, 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 nice. So we need our max special attack Earth Power off on Spiritomb, and he leaves. He just leaves right there. So that was actually going to be a really hard game, but that one turn right there, like I figured if he tried to catch Meloetta or Miss Magius, like I was debating going Miss Magius, you guys saw, because I can go for my Never-Ending Nightmare, but that worked way better, and I was willing to sack Camera Up to get in that for free, at least to gauge the damage as well, but that worked out for me. Let's go ahead and get another one. Max Special Attack. I never used Max Special Attack regular Camera. I like his team. I don't like you. You I do not like. I definitely like Rocks though. I do not like level 1 Fearing, Endeavoring, Aron. We're gonna lead off with Meloetta because it can use. It's faster than the entire team 1, and it can U-turn out of there versus the level 1 Aron. Break its sturdy. I don't care about your berry juice. You ain't endeavoring me. It probably has Toxic though, thinking about it. Well, there goes the rocks. Anyway, no Shadow Ball switching, so that is my play. If he has Toxic, that'd be a little bit annoying. The Vikavolt is checked by Camera Up to an extent, and I can spin for the most part relatively easily. I kind of want a Thunderbolt here over going for Shadow Ball just because Pyukumuku might come out, but then again, what can it do? Toxic me, that's it. If anything, this thing's going to toxic me on its own. I'm thinking it's Stealth Rock, Endeavor, Toxic, goes out to the Chan. That boy 8. That is the definition of 8. Because of the Spadef drop, this probably won't kill, but it's gonna keep him really low. And Hitmonchan doesn't have like Sucker Punch or anything, so I much rather not let my Pokemon that comes in on Lycanroc, my Hitmontop, take damage. Whereas this Mon can just deal with his spinner. So when my rocks are up, they are going to be here to stay. I probably should have kept that alive, but like look at Hyper Voice now and look at his team, and that was an Assault Vest Mon. So Toxic Growth does come out. We're not going to bother letting that thing set up for free. I'm going to hit it with a Shadow Ball just in case it is Swords Dance. It's Nasty Plot, so that's even better because he can't touch me. He cannot touch me with like Sucker Punch or anything unless he's Nasty Plot, Sucker Punch. And you already know, guys, when you get the 52 roll, you always get that 54 roll. So we knock out Toxic Growth. Miss Maggie's putting a little bit of work. Nice. Again, helping out Meloetta. Agility Vikavolt is a giant threat, so I have to be careful to keep camera up healthy. This thing does have a lot that could deal with me. I'll go him on top because I'm literally here to check this. I get off my Intimidate. I'm a Fizz Def Wall. I can spin. Yeah, we eat the Stone Edge for days. I could actually Toxic here too, but I'm not sure if he go Vikavolt or Pyukumuku first before going to the Aron as fodder. So we're going to get off this Rapid Spin right now as he goes Pyuku. And yeah, I think that's definitely warrants... Oh, it's Rocky Helmet. Yeah, definitely needs me to Toxic you. I'm definitely going to put this boy on a timer right now. Nice, and we land it too. So I don't see a Cleric on my opponent's team. I want to get up rocks from camera up, but I need to be careful as well. Yeah, but we're going to go camera up here because you can't really touch me. Baton Pass is banned. I could see Soak, I guess, or Double Toxic. Pain Split, that's not too bad. Even if I get, what's it called? Toxic right here. One, he has to land it, and two, getting up rocks breaks that sturdy and takes out 25% on Vikavolt, so it's the better plan. Like I said, you have to land Toxic. Toxic's one of those moves that it sucks when you don't land it. And now what I'll do is we'll just go directly into Basculin. Because he is on a timer, I'm just going to start spamming Waterfalls. The idea is, yeah, this is Water Resist, but it's already poisoned. It's going to be potentially to a KO'd, and PokeaimMD reconnected and had 150. Did I get DC? Why I say PokeaimMD reconnected? I've definitely been here this entire time. And the idea is he has no Waterfall switch-ins outside of that run. So this is adaptability, Choice Band boosted. It's a level 1 Aeron. I killed its entire family. Much like I don't know, I invaded that world right there. So let's go ahead and look for another one. That boy got put down. That's all I gotta say. 424 attack isn't bad. I'm gonna look for another one because even if he comes back, it's a pretty straightforward game. Waterfall, 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 Waterfall. Hyper Voice, Hyper Voice, Hyper Voice, or Psyshock rather. And then Scarf Pinsler can win the game. I guess a Scarf Lycanroc could be a problem, but that's why I have Hitmontop at a good amount of HP just to sponge. All Hitmontop has to do is sponge one hit and then knock it out with Close Combat. And that's very, very easy for that Pokemon. So whether the King comes back or not, it don't matter. That's not the true King. That's not T-Pain. Alright, so we're getting Dittos out here now. Shiny Drifloon. I always hated Shiny Drifloon. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't like it. I don't like it. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Anyway, we're going to get up our rocks early for Drifloon and whatnot. Audino, great. Surf actually is not... Well, okay, no. Mega Audino runs Surf, man. There's no way you're a regular Audino with Surf. I'm going to get up my rocks. Alright, that boy yawned me. That's fine. I'm always tired, so this shouldn't affect any of my Pokemon. This really shouldn't affect any of my Pokemon. Camera should be drowsy and just still play the battle the exact same way. Yawn here or there. Hey, that's selfish of me. Alright, Basculin has the strongest... Basculin actually can sweep late game. So we'll go Basculin on the Draining Kiss. So that man thought he was Mega. And we're just going to click Superpower. This is Choice Band boosted. Dino does not care. He's going to yawn me and then wish again and all that stuff. Yep. I'm just saying, man. This angry fish should not go to sleep either. Why is this going to be such a pain? Alright, so... I doubt he'd do something like a status move right here. Pain Split, it gets recovered, and it's working versus me though. Alright, Meloetta, Cody, you got one chance. Just hit this Focus Blast. I can tell this is the type of player that's not going to want to switch out. He has to switch out in his mind. Maybe he did because he didn't have to. Pain Split is interesting because obviously Recover gives you that reliable recovery, but Pain Split obviously hurt me. So the giant monster threat is here. I don't have Roar on the team either. I do have Aqua Jet, so what I can do is go camera up, weaken him, and then spam with Aqua Jet. By using camera up though, I'm weaker to Electro and also Houndoom. But I do have Aqua Jet for both of those, and well, I could say Miss Magus could take them on. Maybe Camera Up is not the play. Yeah, it is the play because it covers Will-O-Wisp, it covers Sub. Knockoff is fine too. You think he's Sub Knockoff? I kind of... Oh, he's Flare Boost. That's so cool. I wish that ability was better distributed, man. It's such a cool ability. It boosts your special attack when you're burnt. That's so cool. Oh, he has Knockoff Hex. That's cool. I mean, he's going to die. Oh, it didn't die. No. You think I should make the very unnecessary play of going out to Meloetta? I think I should make the very unnecessary play of going out to Meloetta. Yeah, there we go. And what I can do is just U-turn out of there. I don't want to be in Meloetta because Houndoom could have Pursuit, and U-turn will be able to knock out Drifblim at 1%. Nice. That's so cool. I really love that ability, and I really do wish... I was talking about it on stream yesterday. I really do wish it was better distributed, but we'll go Pinsir because Choice Scarf Pinsir with Rocks Up does really well. Just clicks Earthquake, just clicks X-Scissor versus his team. Meloetta picking up another one. Houndoom comes out, unless it's Scarf, I'm not worried. Even if it is, I don't care. I do not have... Oh, Close Combat's actually a little bit better. Because it hits Cradilly while knocking out Houndoom. So I get my Moxie boost. Obviously, Ditto can come out and trace me, but I do have... one, I'll sack Camera Up first, and then I'll go out into Hitmontop and go for Toxic, because even if he stays in, it doesn't matter. Electro comes out, though, which is smart. I'm faster, though, by 1 point. I think it's worth... Let's just CC this. Honestly, let's just CC. I'm faster by... Not 1 point, by 4 points, excuse me. This is +1, too. I wonder for a kill. Wait. Oh, God. You know what he's doing, guys? He's Rocky Helmet. He's trying to trace... He's trying to reverse sweep me. That man is trying to reverse sweep me with Ditto. Go Cradilly first. Oh, God, he knows. That man is trying to reverse sweep me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Hitmontop. Immediately Hitmontop first because obviously it does trace my Moxie as well. I don't want it actually reverse sweeping me by sacking Camera Up. So go Hitmontop first. You take every hit. He goes for Stone Edge, which isn't style. I mean, Stone Edge is probably his best bet versus me anyway because it hit Miss Magus as well and everything. The boy dips though. Alright, let's go and look for another one. All these friends be running. No. Okay, this is gonna be another really solid team. I can already just tell. Obviously, not having a ground type isn't the best for a team, but I can tell it's a solid team immediately. Thankfully, my Hitmontop does have Foresight, so we can spin versus Spiritomb. But I don't have a good lead to beat Quillfish. Or Druddigon. Alright, we'll lead this because it can U-turn out of there versus everything. He does lead off with Druddigon. That's going to be a problem. I can see Scarf Pinsir, though, putting in a lot of work in the late game. But I need Rocks Up. So we're going to U-turn. Let's see if we take Rocky Helmet. Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet. Okay. Take the Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet. We can go Hitmontop. Get off that Intimidate. Looks like we're playing a friend. We can get off that Intimidate and then potentially Toxic/Spin. I'm going to Toxic first. Because if he wants to stay in, that's fine. If I spin, it's actually worse for me. And he gets the crit on Dragon Tail. It's alright. It's not your fault, buddy. I don't have a Dragon Resist. Man. Get Nightmare. I don't care if you go directly. Oh, he goes Meloetta first. Crap. I thought he would go directly into Spiritomb because it takes a hit. But Meloetta was actually a good mid-ground play as well. Especially because I don't have really much to punish this thing. Psychic would come out. So your Shadow Ball, my own Meloetta covers. Actually, I'm at 59%, so it's not the best for me. He's Calm Mind, which makes it even harder for me to deal with. I want a Speed Tie there, though, potentially. Miss Magus. Stops return spam. Damn it, man. I need Rocks Up with Camera Up. There's too many conditions I need. We'll sack Basculin. I want the Aqua Jet for Dodrio, but with Druddigon plus Quillfish, it's not looking that good for Basculin, is what I'm trying to say. Do I have Earthquake on my Pinsir? Nope. But I do have Knockoff, which is nice because that does pressure Quillfish when it is inevitably going to come in. So I'm going to go for that nice little knockoff right here. This will also be able to knock out Meloetta, unless it's Z, but that's something I could have taken into account. But I was really confident that Quillfish would come in. Yeah, that crit is huge, man. I don't want to go him on top either. I want to double knock. I don't have switches to this monster. Jeez. Or make the hit on top play. I gotta attempt to spin if possible. Yep. Double knock wouldn't have even gotten me the most out of that situation because of the fact that he obviously has psychic. All right, Meloetta. This is where it gets tough. Like I said, the Spiritomb matchup is just so hard for me right here. Would he go directly in Spirit? Would he go directly in Spiritomb? That's the thing. If he goes directly in Spiritomb, I'm screwed. Yep. Yep. Well played. Well played, my friend. Pursuit's definitely coming out, but this gives me Camerupt, and Camerupt gets a kill, thankfully. So, why do you say sorry? Leonard taught me. Did he teach you to crit my Hitmontop so it's at 50%? What did he teach you? I don't understand. Anyway, we'll get our kill here though, which is fair. Yeah, we'll get our kill here. We'll just mix it up with Fire Blast. Doesn't matter if it goes Druddigon because that will be 2-hit KO'd by the Fire Blast into the Toxic. And we can just Earth Power here. We take 1 Earthquake because of our ability. And this should take him out. Yeah, nice. So we get Druddigon out of there. Is there still potential for me to win? How much is Spiritomb at? It'll be tough, man. It's going to be tough because he can just click Psychic here. I don't know why he doesn't click... I don't know why he didn't click Side Shot. But... this would be so much better if I had Earthquake on Pinsir. I think I need to put Earthquake over Close Combat. Like, there's potential for me to sweep. Just click X Scissor. As we can knock out Meloetta. Nice, he gives me that kill and my Moxie boost. Obviously, Dodrio is going to come in. I mean, he could choke and try and SD up. I'm just going to go for X Scissor. Yeah, that's game. Yeah, GG. So I didn't have a Flying Resist on the team anyway. And the fact that my Hitmontop was at 50%, meaning I can never come in on Druddigon earlier on, or at least pivot once in Dodrio, kind of hurt. But obviously, opposing Meloetta, I already told you guys early on, giant threat for us to deal with. So, we got... I'm not Tinchino, man. Alright, I'm glad I kept at least Close Combat on the Pinsir for this, because this thing would be a pain. It actually beats like the majority of my team. So, we're only off a Pinsir because it gives me a good matchup immediately versus this Mon, which is what I want. I don't want to have to switch in Hitmontop on that, especially because Hitmontop is pressured to spin and by Hariyama. His team is just so big, man. Though this is another game where Earthquake would still be better for the late game. Another Mon I don't have to switch into. I'm hoping he doesn't go for Psychic and he decides to go for the Fire Blast here. That still did too much. That actually did too much. So we'll get up our rocks here. We'll get up our rocks as Size and comes in. Not the worst case for me. How do we win this game? I know how we win this game. I'm gonna burn you first. I'm definitely gonna burn this Mon first. I'm gonna just win with Meloetta. I'm gonna burn Silent Toad just in case it's a Rain Dance set, because then it kind of just beats me anyway. So there's no like though it's definitely rocks on his team because this is the only rocker. I don't want it to be a Rain Dance set. Oh my God, land. Why did you land right here? What reason did you have to land up here? So I take 1 hit. I should take 1 hit. We're in Earth Power because ideally if he does U-turn, we hit Size and Toad. At least the Stealth Rock damage on that Mon is putting him in range of like being swept by potentially X Scissor. Like X Scissor can potentially sweep him, definitely. So I'm gonna make the Miss Maggie's play just in case he wants to go for Scald. If he goes for Rocks, that's fine too. Miss Maggie's takes that, gets the crit on me. That's fine. The fire trucks are going loud, and we'll go for Dazzling Gleam because it hits Cinchino as well as Hariyama. I didn't want to go for my Never Ending Nightmare because of this Pokemon being right there, and I want to save that for Size and Toad. So it gives me Hitmontop as a decent switch in though to Hariyama. Get off that Intimidate. I do get knocked off, but he really can't touch me much after that. And I'm assuming he's gonna double out into Garbodor over here. So I'm gonna make the Basculin play, which also covers if he stays in because I do have Zen Headbutt, but I'm assuming Garbodor is gonna want to come out. Nice, and I have a Choice Band Zen Headbutt, which does 2-hit KO Garbodor and deals with Seismitoad. So I'll take that. Like, we're slowly but surely making it that I sweep with X Scissor. Oh, he's running that set. We are slowly but surely making sure that I sweep with X scissor. Wait, hold up a second. Someone just told me something. Nope. So it was now legal. I mean, I knew it was legal, but not on. I thought maybe he meant like Showdown was legal. So unfortunately, no, just not yet. But again, Zen Headbutt, even if he goes Delphox, that's fine. Size and Toad will be 2-hit KO by Choice Band Zen Headbutt. Whimsicott's taking damage. And again, you guys see it, right? Like, everything's almost made that I can sweep with Scarf X Scissor. I just gotta kill Delphox just in case it's Scarf. But this will die to X Scissor. This will die to boosted X Scissor. This is I want to kill before. He actually knocks me out here if I knock him out. Because of Aftermath and Rocky Helmet. But ideally, he lets me knock out Garbodor. This is a funny name. Nice. So we do connect, and I am going to go down to the Rocky Helmet plus, well, where is that? Plus the, plus if 16th century out here. We'll actually go Meloetta because it lives a hit from Delphox, and if he goes Delphox, Seismitoad, or Whimsicott, that's just a Hyper Voice for me. I actually just get to click Hyper Voice, and Meloetta going to put in some work if he does that, so. My boy Harvey said Fabio's now legal, my guy. I believe it is what you would call time. It is indeed time. Not just yet, though. Not just yet. Psyshock is still pretty free to spam. It doesn't matter if he fakes me out. I'll be able to knock him out. And even if he goes Delphox, like that's his only Psychic Resist. That's the Scarf Mon that I'm worried about, potentially. So I will definitely just go right for this, this Psyshock right here and hope that we knock out something. We'll 2-hit KO anything. Delphox would be 2-hit KO. Whimsicott would be 2-hit KO. Cinccino would more than likely go down. Seismitoad would easily be 2-hit KO. So he should switch out. But he doesn't have a good switch in. It's tough for my opponent to switch into Meloetta. That's why Meloetta is being suspect tested. That's the straight up reason. Meloetta being suspect tested. That mon is pretty busted in the NU tier. Typically you have to sack him on and then go Sneasel to be able to kill it. Nice. Goes Delphox. Smart play. So the only way this guy knocks me off is he specs. If he specs, then Pinsir has a better game anyway. And unfortunately, my opponent misses the Fire Blast. I wanted to see. He had to be specs, and that was obviously in Blaze. And I think that was the only way he knocked me out. But we knocked out the only mon I was scared of. And due to a Fire Blast dodge. And that sucks. That absolutely sucks. Because the main reason I stayed in is because I wanted to get information. If I lost Meloetta there, sure. But Pinsir, if I didn't lose Meloetta there, then he wasn't specs. Or if I lost Meloetta there, he was specs confirmed. He had to be specs, which meant that Pinsir outspec. But we'll go hit him on top. I mean, I miss Will-O-Wisp on Cinccino, but it doesn't really. Like, I don't think hacks evens out for something because, like, obviously I'll take it, but I don't think it evens out because of the fact that, you know, one play, the course of the game was just changed. Like, I now have a Pokemon that outspeeds all these mons and takes hits and can just knock them all out. So Toxic right here. I think he's Choice Band. He did 18% the camera. I'm pretty sure this is Choice Band Cinccino. But we Toxic right here. Hits anything, puts it on a timer. You know what? I want to win the game. I'm playing. I don't want it to go too long. I'm going to double out to my Meloetta and start showing the reason why Meloetta is going to get banned from this tier. So we're going to clip Hyper Voice so I can get my kill or my 2-hit KO on something. Seismitoad is definitely going to go down. I shouldn't even be in this position because he missed that Fire Blast. But again, if he was Scarf, I lived it. I knocked him out with Psyshock anyway. If he was Specs, I died. But that was the information I needed for Pinsir to be able to sweep in the late game. If you guys want to use a team, by the way, it will be in a paste bin down below. But I do encourage you to test between Close Combat and Earthquake on Pinsir. Miss Magius seems like at that point I'd go on him on top so many times. I think you go for Tail Slap. Yeah, and I believe he is choiced. So I'm just going to throw off my never-ending nightmare. Yep, on the Hariyama, get off as much damage as possible, and hopefully be able to just knock it out with Dazzling. Yep, definitely knock it out with Dazzling after that, which also hits Cinccino. So we knock out Hariyama. Nice, no fake out mon going. And if I want to, I can win this game with Pinsir in the late game. Can this somehow beat me? I don't know. I don't think so. If it's Sub-Seed, then I'm fine. Moonblast doesn't knock me out. Shadow Ball's going to do a chunk. And then I'm going to win the game. I am going to win the game with Pinsir. So he'll be able to knock me out here. We go Pinsir, we click X Scissor, and we just double X Scissor and win. But the last guy's team was just straight up outclassed mine too, though. I didn't have a I didn't have a flying resist at all. Like Dojo comes out, clicks Brave Bird, and wins. If Brave Bird didn't take recoil, that boy was winning either way. But we go for X Scissor, get my Moxie boost, and like I said, I was trying to set up for a pincer win, but again, that Fire Blast, I want to stress that definitely mattered in a sense that if he was Specs, he knocked me out. If he was Scarf, I lived and knocked him out. And if he was Scarf, it didn't matter. But because I lived it, and I would never let this Mon take damage anyway, but it still mattered in the sense that, like, if he was Specs, he lost out on a kill on a Mon that just threatened him. He was a good sport about it, though. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thank you everybody for watching. Obviously, leave your thoughts on Meloetta down below. I'll leave the thread as well. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.